falling for nobody else but you. You caught my eye, and I've got a feeling I'm falling. Show me the ring and I'll jump right through. I used to. I'm flying high, but I've got a feeling I'm falling, falling for nobody else but you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running.
All aboard!
1, 2, 3, 4.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Liftoff and the clock has started.
4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Good morning. Boker Tov. Good morning world. It's me, RORY ALEC. Whether you're in India, right across Asia, time to dust the sleep out the eyes. It's time to wake up and shine.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Casting from the heart of Europe. It's me here in Austria.
1, 2, 3,
To you guys out there, a big God bless you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's time to celebrate.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's right, Jesus is alive. He's on the throne.
Nice to be in orbit.
And he loves you this morning. The chickens are up, the rooster's crowing. It's time for Good Morning World. Good morning world. Me, RORY ALEC. Great to be with you this morning, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Encouraging one another to great living through great works. It's Bless Me Wednesday. Broadcasting from the heart of Europe. Good morning, dear viewer, wherever you're watching from. Austria is celebrating the lifting of COVID restrictions. And I thought, hey, let's get out and about today on this Wednesday on Good Morning World and celebrate life, love, and being an encouragement. Human beings are amazing. At least I think so. We are designed to be a blessing, and each and every one of us desires to be blessed. Whether you're young or old or in between, you are special, unique. And I hope that for the next few moments, you will be challenged, indeed, hopefully moved, greatly encouraged. So what is coming up, you ask, on this Good Morning World? Well, this morning, noon, all night, we start in Vienna, the capital, and appreciate a collection of vintage cars from the past. We meet some inspiring people, and more specifically, their inspiring good works. We celebrate birthdays today with a very special focus on one dear lady and her life's work. You can't reap a blessing if you don't sow a blessing. This morning's thought for the day comes from the Dailygrind set where I recorded a little earlier on. We also travel to the vineyards in the WACHUA region along the Danube to feast on the most famous PULKERS roast pork. And little ISOMU from Malawi in Africa tells us her story this morning. Living with her 100 brothers and sisters and their very special mother of Malawi, Mother Africa. It's all coming up on this Bless Me Wednesday right here on Good Morning World. Good morning world. Good morning. How are you on this? I tell you, the worst is over. Getting the whole system up and running. It's me, yours truly, RORY ALEC. Lovely to be with you over the next few moments. We're going to have a fun time. But I think I want to kick off right now with something that's quite intriguing from the World Economic Forum. 4 scientific reasons why you have been missing hugs. You didn't know that? I've been missing hugs. Have a look at this. Thank you, World Economic Forum. So who have you missed hugging? Have you missed hugging at all? Are those scientific statements accurate? I believe that they are very accurate. I think there is a massive benefit to you and I as human beings hug one another. And now that restrictions in many nations are easing up, as the vaccine program rolls out, I would love to know where you're watching. Where are you watching this morning, noon or night? And have you been hugged recently? That's the big question. Comments, would love to hear from you, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, by the way. I'm not broadcasting, live streaming to LinkedIn yet, but it's growing massively. I had a meeting yesterday with the team in England, and they said up until yesterday, you've had over 10,000 views on LinkedIn alone. So quite amazing. And to all of my new LinkedIn friends that I've joined your network and you've joined my network, I don't really... I'm a bit of a Neanderthal when it comes to social media. But to all of you guys, comments, let's hear. I will try and put them up on the screen as the broadcast unfolds. We have got so much exciting stuff to talk about. So, coming up after the break, we start our journey through Austria, kicking off in the capital city, Vienna, and I discover a brand of motor car called the PACKARD.
Good morning, morning, morning.
How are you feeling? A little bit better this morning?
Yes, better.
Could ever bring such happiness to everything as love goes glory. Love is
I had not heard of the PACKARD before.
strangest thing.
PACKARD was an American luxury automobile marque built by the PACKARD Motor Company of Detroit, Michigan, United States. The first PACKARD automobiles were produced in 1899 and the last Detroit-built PACKARD in 1956. And it's amazing to think that as we walk here, overlooking the capital city of Austria, that what was built in the United States, right here today, we see in the flesh.
This is the song without end. Love is a strong.
This one here, particularly behind me, this PACKARD is 1936. Oh, that's a long time ago. Beautiful old cars, obviously loved and still driven.
Love is the sweetest thing.
Love is the sweetest thing. From old cars to special people, old and young, helping one another. You know, the vision mission statement for Good Morning World is produce daily content that encourages, entertains, educates, edifies our audience, you and I, to courageous living and great works. 2 different posts. Let's kick off with Lulu's post, Lulu Lawrence, and she writes about Beryl. This is Beryl. Beryl has advanced dementia and is cared for in bed. Thought I'd share this, says Lulu. Effective activity I facilitated this morning. I came to her with these clean clothes and asked her, "Oh, Beryl, I need your help. I've been asked to fold these up, but not sure how to do it. Can you please help me?" And as you can see from the video, she's demonstrating each step to me instead of the other way around. As I look for her approval for each fold, "Oh, you need to get it more straight," she tells me, laughing. You can see from her facial expressions how engaged she is. Not only have I given her a purpose, but she feels that she's helping me. I feel that there isn't enough positivity, understanding, and educating around activities in dementia care, which is why I've started posting these videos to give others ideas, these sort of things to help you keep your loved ones engaged. It's wonderful. And then we move on. Ramonas Makutenis is the CEO for Bitfit Food, sorry, and this is in Lithuania. He's just put the post up of 2 of his employees helping this dear old lady solve her dilemma, the great flood. And I must say, it is a pretty ingenious way that the 2 gentlemen get this dear lady to her car. I think it's wonderful. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. That's wonderful. Well, coming up after the break, it's time to celebrate birthdays.
Good morning, world.
Wednesday, May the 26th. Let's kick it off. We won't start with the top lady. We'll come back to her. But John Seal, happy birthday on this Wednesday. Sandra Azevedo, happy birthday. Naeem Nasir in Pakistan. My brother, the Lord bless you on this special Wednesday. And then Eric Ondara. Eric, I hope you have a wonderful birthday today. Moving on to Adrian. Adrian, happy birthday. Now, is Adrian the daddy or the son? I assume it's dad and son, father and son. Or is Adrian the son, not the dad? Whichever way it is, ladies and gentlemen, happy birthday. Now, you'll notice that I missed one dear birthday person, and a very special lady called Annie Chikwaza. She has sowed blessing into the lives of hundreds of children and touched thousands upon thousands of lives through her special mission. Here is one very special little girl with a special message. Her name is called ISOMU, and she's got something very special to share with you all the way from Malawi.
My name is ISOMU. It means grace. And today, I want to tell you a bit of my story. I may not have an earthly mother or father, but I am a child of God. I also have a family, and we live at Kundanani. Come and see. This is where I live. I heard that once there was just one home with a few babies. Wow, how things have grown over the years. We now have many homes, a school, a farm, and a children's hospital. These are some of my friends, and this is our home. Here we eat and laugh and learn. This is where I go to school. We have a school right here at Kundanani. Once I was learning the basics at our nursery school, but now I get to learn through the help of teachers from all over the world. I know that one day soon I will be like my older brothers and sisters in high school, learning about computers and going to university. This is where we get to play. I love to go on camps and eat yummy food. I love to run and swim and have fun. I love being a child at Kundanani. You see, once I was small, once I was afraid, once I had no one. But look at me now. My father is a father to the fatherless. These are all my brothers and sisters. And this is our man. I know she works hard to feed us, to clothe us, to give us a good education and to know Jesus for ourselves. I know she can't do it without help from people like you all over the world. Please, will you help my mommy as she helps to make our future possible, to make my future possible.
Wonderful little message there. Princes and princesses. I have had the privilege of being in Condonani and seeing it from the very early days. And my goodness me, how it has exploded. It's flourishing. Happy birthday, dear Annie. And it's been my privilege to know you, to work with you and Condonani over the years. And I hope to join you again soon in that beautiful little village in that stunning country called Malawi. Well, coming up after the break, join Carol and I amongst the vines at the famous PULKERS restaurant in the heart of the Wachau wine region. Starting with a little trek through the Austrian countryside.
Good morning, morning, morning.
Well done.
We made it. Look at all the vines, isn't that stunning? This is the famous area for Austrian white wine, the Wachau region. Why don't you tell all of our spiritual body community, my Schatzile, what a Heuring is?
A Heuring is actually a place where they sell the wines that they make from their own vineyards here. And this Heuring where we are at the moment is all year around, not all year round, but pretty much a long time in the year opened. They have a certain allowance to also sell warm food, and the place where we're at the moment is very famous for the Schweinsbraten, which is the pork's roast. And
Roast pork.
Roast pork. And it's the, they say, the best one in the whole Wachau. And I remember we happened to be here once by chance, and Rory had the Schweinsbraten. He said it was the best one he ever had. So we're trying again now on the way home. We're getting better and better, and yeah.
It's nice to sit in a little bit of sunshine.
It's a little bit of
It has been so cold. I mean freezing.
Grüß Gott.
Grüß Gott.
Achtung, Rosé.
Ja, bitte.
The famous Wachau white wine is what we're about to try here.
It was cold, huh?
No, it was, I mean, snow on the mountains. I mean, really unusually cold.
You know, on the Hochka they're having a snow weekend. They're coming to ski.
So,
they open the place just for this time. People can come for free to ski.
Yeah. Look at that.
You shouldn't eat it every day, but once in a while.
This is really a treat for us. We've been in Vienna all week. She's been fighting a cold. I've been working away. But look at this. This looks fabulous. Now, this has actually been on television here in Austria and is famous for the best Schweinsbraten in the Wachau region. So we say bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
Now, these bread rolls are called
Wachauer Leibchen, very famous.
Wachauer Leibchen, and they only make them.
Yeah, and see, there is a stamp even in here.
Look, it's got a. And this is something that you only get in this part of the world.
Yeah.
Just warm it up.
When I see these vines I think about what Jesus was saying. If we're not plugged into the main vine, then we as branches don't get nourishment, we don't get supplement, we don't get life. And so one has to be plugged into the Lord, you have to be plugged into the vine. So I encourage you, plug into the vine, plug into the source. And remember, everything in moderation. Some of you have been tasked by the Lord not to drink anything, and some of you like to have a nice glass of wine. So I drink this to your health. It's delicious. Anyway.
And go to PULKERS.
Yeah, PULKERS. Make the best roast pork. I don't know, in the whole of Austria. I mean, it's just amazing.
Good morning, world.
Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. PULKERS in the WACHUA, and talking about seasonal eating on yesterday's Good Morning World. It was delicious, fabulous. If you ever come and visit us here in Austria, make sure you go along the Danube and jump off at PULKERS and have some of that delicious roast pork. Well, on this Bless Me Wednesday, we have seen on today's show how wonderful people are in blessing others through their good works, using their giftings, their faith and action. Well, earlier at the grinder today, as I was recording my daily grind with my patrons, I shared my heart with them, and I'd like to share it with you. Take a look at this. My gifting and my work is to speak. Think about it. I have a gifting on my life to be a communicator. I have a gifting on my life to be an encourager, to exhort people. The Father has gifted me that I can bring a smile that goes beyond just the brain. In terms of someone seeing that smile, it will touch them. That's the gifting. Over these years, the Lord's been challenging me on how to grow the character to hold the gifting. The challenge in many ways is that our giftings are able to get us up there. We can quickly soar to great heights through our gifting, but it's our character that sustains us and keeps us and enables us to continue and finish the race. And with my gifting to speak, I have to challenge myself, Rory. You cannot reap what you don't sow. You would have heard me talk about this on Good Morning World, and it's something that I think about quite often. I am putting on weight, not losing weight, in spite of having this desire to lose weight. But as I turn the grinder this morning, I hear the still small voice saying, Rory, you cannot reap what you don't sow. I'm turning the grind and I'm feeling exhausted turning this grind. I'm thinking, my goodness me, is the grinder getting more difficult? Which I think it is. Or am I just getting weaker and fatter and more unhealthy? I must exercise regularly, sufficiently in order for me to reap less of me. How's that for a tongue twister? And before I become a smart Alec on this daily grind, you know exactly where I'm at. My challenge to us this morning is, we want to be a blessing, we have to sow blessing. We want to reap a blessing. We want to be blessed. Bless me Wednesday. Bless me, Lord. Bless me, bless me, bless me. Jabez prayed it in the Bible. I am praying it at the grinder. And hopefully you, beloved patron, are agreeing with me. And those of you who are listening by way of podcast, welcome. My name's Rory, and I'm at the grinder, and I'm talking more with you guys this morning than I'm talking with you, Father, this morning. Let's get back to praying in the Holy Ghost. Amen.
Good morning, morning, morning.
Oh, I tell you. It's been wonderful hanging out with you on this Wednesday morning, and I've just so appreciated those people that we've seen this morning on the program and how they have encouraged me. I don't know about you, but definitely encouraged me. Thank you for some of the comments. Thank you for hanging out with me. It has been great hanging out with you. Have a great day. Travel safely. Work smart and encourage others like you would like to be encouraged. Thanks for watching. Ciao for now. Love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. hit that little bell notification at the bottom. Every time we post something, you'll be getting it. To all my patrons, thank you so much for your support, guys. Without you, until tomorrow morning, lots of love. Keep smiling, keep shining. From me, Rory Alec.
Welcome home. Beautiful, beautiful.
Good morning, morning, morning.